Was I in Gainesville? Yeah, I was there. That was my senior year in high school.
Was that unofficial?
It was unofficial. Just me and my dad and one of my high school teammates drove up, just watched the game.
What do you remember about that?
It was loud, a great atmosphere. I thought, Miami did well, but unfortunately, what happened, the score wasn't reflective of that, but it is what it is. Long time ago, different team.
Steven, I know Coach is preaching, treat this like any other game. It's just 1 out of 14 opportunities. But it's hard how do you not have emotion going into a game like this? Two great teams in front of a packed house. How do you treat it like a business, transaction when there's all that stuff going around?
I think that's just the biggest thing is, I'm telling our guys in here, just treat it like a normal game. Because as soon as you start thinking, oh, it's a big game, this and that, then you're going to want to do things that you're not used to doing. So our whole focus right now is just, let's go out there and just play our game, play our brand. So that's what Coach Golden is always preaching. And, the leaders on this team, me and Sharon, doing a great job of just relaying that message just to the whole team.
Steven, what kind of level of trash talking do you think we have?
I think there's trash talking at every game, especially when you got, a whole bunch of kids from Florida. You're playing a rival game in the state of Florida. I think it'll be a big game, but, we're not too concerned about it. Our biggest focus is going on to the next play.
What if they started?
If they started, they started. We ain't going to finish it. Our biggest goal is just get the call, get on the ball, and get set.
What do you see from their defense? What challenges do they present?
Defensively, I think everyone knows they're pretty fast. They're physical. They play in a great conference. SEC is always known for their defenses. I think that they've done a great job in the past couple years with their defense. Overall, offensively, we just got to play smart. We got to understand every possession is very important for us. We got to understand that we got to win our one-on-one matchups outside as well, and we got to understand that the defense is going to try to blitz. They're going to try to do a whole bunch of things to us, but our biggest focus is just staying in our rules, and it will be fine.
How close were you? I mean, I know they were really hot for us, but how close you did you really work at the end of the game?
Well, I wanted to stay in Florida. I wanted to stay home with my family. I wanted to stay close to my family as least as I could. I was just waiting for a school to give me a chance and give me an opportunity. And, my hometown school gave me that shot, and I never looked back.
Remember, I might be wrong, but wasn't it just like a few days after Friday Night Lights that you got the offer from Miami?
Yeah, it was. It was right after Friday Night Lights. Actually, me and Alan just left. Me and Alan Hurds was at the same camp, so we were always talking about just competing with the best athletes that were there. It was a great exposure, and my offer came shortly after.
Steven, what do you think of Duke's performance last week, and now it's going to be, a lot tougher this week? How do you think he can do with the 20 carries?
I think his body's fine. He could definitely deal with all the loads of playing running back, going short yardage, going to goal line. Whatever we ask of him, he'll do. He's very humble in that respect. Throughout the game, he had an unbelievable game. You guys saw it. He broke the 50-yarder or the 60-yarder. I don't know what it was, but he had a great game. He did great in the passing game as well. So protections-wise, he was very solid. He got out from my checkdowns that we've been preaching to him all summer. So I thought that he did an unbelievable job, and I'm excited for him.
Not just your wide receivers.
Oh, sorry.
The play of the wide receivers and your passing game in general. How big a step can you take up?
We got to improve, no doubt about it. We got to get better at that area. We got to understand that we can't drop passes, and I got to improve. I got to make better decisions. I got to be a lot more vocal to my guys. I got to understand that third down we got to improve on. We got to do a lot better job of just running our offense. And at times we got stalled, and times we kind of stopped. And then one time we just get a big play. So we just got to understand we got to just keep chopping. We got to keep moving.
What did you learn last year? What did you learn last year when you faced top defenses, Highland defense, Florida State, Notre Dame, K-State? What did you learn from that, and then what do you need to do on Saturday to be successful?
Playing those teams, obviously, I think I learned that a lot of those defenses are very disciplined. They don't make a lot of mental errors. They don't really make mistakes. And offensively, we got to do the same. We can't have any false starts. We can't have any penalties that kill drives. I think that was a big problem that we had last year. And what was your second question?
That was it. Just
That was it?
Stephen, what does it feel like to have a lot of Gator fans in your home stadium?
I don't really feel that. It's fine for me. My biggest goal is to get my offense ready, so I'm excited for it. I hope a whole bunch of people come up. To me, it doesn't matter if it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. To me, all I care about is 2 acres and a football. So our biggest concern is just handling our aspects.
It's still nice to hear it really loud and crazy and
Oh yeah, I thought it was a great turnout even at FAU. When we were scoring, the stadium got real loud, so I was excited for that. I thought that the fans did a great job of just supporting us, and obviously, for a big marquee game like this, a lot of fans are going to be there, so I think the stadium will be rocking.
Steve, I know you watch the other side of the ball, of course, but are there things about Driscoll's game that you like? The quarterbacks kind of study each other too.
Yeah.
Throw far in the same way.
Yeah.
What do you like about his game?
That he's a runner, man. He's physical. He can take a lot of hits and get up. He played in the top defenses in the country for the past couple seasons. I figured that offensively they do a lot of different schemes, a little bit different than what we do here. But for them, I think that it really works for him and his system and the coordinators that they chose and the offensive plays that they chose. I think that it works for him. He's a physical guy. He's tall. He's big. He could throw. I think he'll surprise a lot of people when he throws as well.
As a leader of the offense, Stephen, how do you feel you have to set the tone Saturday?
Offensively, for me, I think the biggest thing I have to do is just play smart, make a lot of better decisions, setting the tone wise. We just got to run the right plays at the right time. And you never know which play will be that big play, so you just got to always finish. You always got to focus on your job at hand.
Stephen, with the obviously the not the great percentage on third down, some of the mistakes on offense, you feel like it was just first game jitters and a week of practice can get that out of your guys' system?
I think that you hit it really well actually on that one. You kind of took what I was going to say, but I think that's exactly what it was. I thought that we just had to get all the jitters out. I think that throughout the week you could prepare for game speed, but you can't really replicate it that well. And having the opportunity to play FAU, FAU had a great defense. I think a lot of people were surprised at that. We weren't. We knew that they were a great team. They were physical, so we knew we had a good challenge ahead of us. If we didn't drop a couple passes, if I didn't make a couple bad reads, the game would have been a lot different. So I'm glad we had a lot of that on film that we could study from. And I think throughout this whole week, we definitely corrected those mistakes.
Are you confident that you can make those corrections without having to press on it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we figured that out Sunday morning and on Monday when we had our little practice yesterday. So, that's the whole point of watching film, reviewing it, going over with your coaches, and taking criticism the right way.
You guys missed the AP poll by 8 points. I know it's obviously nothing you guys can control and focus, but it would have been nice to be ranked today.
Guys, you guys hear that stuff before me, so I didn't even know. So that's my first time hearing about it. To me, I really do not care. I could give two, what about. So my biggest focus is, man, I got my locker room that I need to get ready. And, the media will do what the media wants to do, but our focus is what we got to do on Saturday.
You are ranked by the coaches.
We were?
I would say, that being said, Stephen, beating Florida, top 10 team, what would that mean to you guys?
You said beating Florida?
Beating Florida, top 10 team, and getting that kind of credit in the halfway. You've had some big wins, obviously, Georgia Tech and all that, but beat a top 10 team like that, what would it mean?
I think it would mean a lot. I think, obviously, when you're talking about an in-state team, it's a big rival game. Bragging rights, recruiting rights, a lot of that stuff goes into play, but all we have to do really is just focus on our job. And the biggest thing that we didn't do in those big games was focusing on our job. And, we can't let the stage get too big. We can't let anything like that happen. And, that's the job of us leaders, to just focus on the job at hand.
Stephen, you said recruiting rights. Do you think a recruit choosing between Miami and Florida will affect that decision?
I think it has a lot to tie into it, but definitely, seeing those two teams go at it would definitely have an influence on the young individual. But you know, the kid's gonna make his choices, and you know that's the job of recruiting throughout the off season. You know, that's the job of the coaches right now and the players as well. So our biggest focus is just Saturday.
Do you like playing at noon?
I think playing at noon will have some advantages and disadvantages. I know that for us personally, you know, we like it. It's cool. It's not a big deal for us.
All right. Thanks, Stephen.
Yes. See you guys later.